Hey guys, before you start watching this video, I should warn you that we're going to be theorizing on story details in Breath of the Wild, and even though it's all speculation, there's still a chance for spoilers. Also, before watching this one, please make sure to check out my last video where we took a close look at the latest trailer for Breath of the Wild. Many of the details in that video will give you context for what we're about to discuss here. If you're all caught up with that, good. But before we start, here's some things that I actually missed in that trailer analysis video. First off, remember this shot of the big red Zora shaking Link's hand? Well, many people were quick to point out that it looks like there might be a third Zora sitting slightly off screen to the right. I didn't recognize it since the figure blends in with the room somewhat, but after taking a close look, yeah, you can totally see a hand there. This is a massive arm. Maybe it's King Zora. I also didn't mention the blue fire surrounding our Goron friend here. Perhaps his clapping "here it comes" attack is actually some kind of fire magic. Gorons typically have ties to fire and lava and stuff. I mean, the Sage of Fire was a Goron chieftain. I mean, they live on Death Mountain, the Goron mines, and their feeding grounds, Dodongo's Cavern, and the Fire Temple where they go to worship are all inside Death Mountain, which is an active volcano. It's also been pointed out to me that apparently this structure, which I thought may be some sort of giant Sheikah mechanism, isn't just any giant Sheikah mechanism, but the very same one that we see in this trailer, which I will be referring to as the Purple Footy Camel. We have to quickly mention this stonework that was found in Twilight Princess HD. We're still unsure of exactly what this means or what story this was telling, but, well, I mean, just look at it and look at all these guys, and there's a connection here somewhere. Another huge piece of information has also come to light courtesy of Zeltic, a Zelda theorist slash YouTuber. He and his Discord channel were able to translate the Sheikah text that is shown on the special edition game map. So this translated text gives us a lot more information about the game's backstory. It reads as follows. Hylian's past stories of a destined time long past, where multiple races lived and worked together in harmony. The Sheikah tribe's blue aura breathed through the land, and this mutual prosperity continued until a cataclysmic disaster struck. The hero and the princess attempted to seal the terror which became known as the Calamity Ganon. Divine beasts awoke from 4 directions and deployed a mechanical army, which made the king and his people fearful. They fractured Ganon's power and sealed him, but the Sheikah were banished from the land ever since. So, what does this tell us? And with all of this information, what can we piece together about the story of the game? So, let's rewind to 100 years before the game starts. At some point, the kingdom was in peace, with all of the races of the land unified. The Hylians, the Gorons, the Zoras, and the Bird People, along with possibly the Gerudo. The Sheikah lived in secret, serving the royal family, and using their technological prowess, with their blue energy powering machines and helping the land to prosper. But suddenly, as it does, disaster struck. That disaster was the Calamity Ganon. Possibly just Ganon at this point. Needing to deal with Ganon and the monsters that came with him, the hero rose, as he does. Link, our hero clad in green-blue, proved himself worthy of the Master Sword, and together with the Princess Zelda, attempted to seal Ganon away. Their efforts were in vain though. The Sheikah, as servants of the royal family, awoke 4 divine beasts to combat Ganon and his monsters. These divine beasts are actually the colossal guardians that we've seen in the trailer. The airship, the Purple Footy, the Flamey Footy, are one that we actually haven't seen yet in the trailers. With these divine beasts, the Sheikah also deployed a mechanical army, that army being the Guardians, and hundreds of them. But all these powerful machines made the royal family uneasy, and for good reason. Ganon's power was weakened, but not devastated, and they managed to seal Ganon away at the expense of Hyrule Castle. However, it was not all a success. The Guardians and Divine Beasts alike are soon corrupted by the Calamity Ganon, changing the color of their energy from the prosperous Sheikah Blue to the Calamity Ganon's token Pink. The Guardians, spreading out from the castle, tore apart the land, and the kingdom fell into ruin. The hero was likely defeated at this point. With the kingdom in a state of decline, the king banished the Sheikah from Hyrule. Link is placed in the Shrine of Resurrection, and Zelda brings the Master Sword to the Great Deku Tree to be watched over. And all of this is before the game even starts. What a setup. But what does all of this information mean for the story of the actual game?
Open your eyes.
We all know that when the game starts, Link doesn't remember any of this. He awakens 100 years after these events in the shrine with no knowledge of past events. Taking the Sheikah slate that Zelda left with him, Link must now travel around the land of Hyrule and somehow restore his memories, beat trials set by the Sheikah, possibly repair the Master Sword, reunify the races of the world, and I believe we'll find a way to track down the 4 beasts and restore them from their corrupted states. With each one either defeated or restored, the 4 pillars around the castle may somehow react or play into this. 4 pillars, 4 divine beasts. I know it sounds so simple, but there's going to be rich plot twists that will apparently bring us to tears. And what about Zelda herself? Has her magic kept her alive for 100 years in some kind of stasis, the same as Link? Is she a ghost again? And what about all this stuff that happened in the past? Will these be playable segments, time travel, or just cutscenes that we can trigger? Whatever it turns out to be, we are hugely excited for March 3rd. Soon, everybody, we'll have all the answers. Soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, maybe give it a like and subscribe to Nintendo Prime for more videos like this one. Oh, and make sure to check out some of our other videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.